Hi, welcome back. It's part 3. And this part is on corporate size and corporate greed. We got a lot of big corporations, not only monetary wise and, all over the USA and all over the world, but so power wise, knowledge wise, capability of communicating wise, but then there's also the money greed and there's the outreach greed and influence greed. And they're becoming even more influential than the government. So this is a dangerous, slippery slope that we're on right now. And I don't know, I know in the past governments were able to break up monopolies. But with the advent of computers, electronics, and robot thinking, I don't know if that's going to be possible anymore. And the real thing is that these corporations can build their own animals, their own people, and these things can be programmed with different ideas. And so it could become very dangerous. And I don't know if our IA, artificial intelligence, computer systems can handle, our government ones can handle the amount of freedom that these oversized corporations and monopolies have nowadays. Not only do they have tons of money, but they have tons of resources. And they have tons of people who might not have humans' best interests in mind. And then they're creating people, so robots, that can be programmed with all sorts of things, and they can also be programmed not to feel pain. And this is concerning because things can easily get out of hand. Now, I don't know if we're past the point of return. I'd like to think we're not. And I know that everybody wants to go to Mars, or at least get off the planet in some way. And I don't have a problem with that. But we don't want to destroy this planet to just go to another planet. We are not a stepping stone. And we are not a stepping stone to corporations doing that either. We're not a stepping stone for our own government to do that. And we're definitely not here for the corporations. So I see we should use AI for the next 10 years to assist in all sorts of human and animal necessities so that we can live a fuller, richer life here on this planet. And if we have so many corporations and monopolies that are so powerful, well then, why don't they fix the hole in the ozone? Or go clean up the oceans from all the debris that gets in there from the hurricanes and the sunken vessels and the tsunamis and all of this. Go clean up the oceans because we need them. Focus your money on that. we need to have a healthy planet and healthy people here on the planet before we start shooting for the stars. I don't have a problem with shooting for the stars. I am a Star Trek fan. I liked Spock. I think we should live long and prosper. But let's do it, in a sane way where everyone benefits. So we need to focus first right here at home with moms and families and the next generation of children. We need to give our citizens training that is useful. So, teaching our young people how strong they are and what they can survive and accomplish, and give them the tools that are needed to do that and to live life. So right now, I would love it if these big artificial intelligence sort of corporations would work on cleaning up the oceans, fixing the hole in the ozone, and helping people who can't see to see, helping people who are paralyzed to walk, and other things like that. Then we have, I guess, one space station, right? So maybe it's time to build a new one. Or maybe it's time to go to the moon. But not before we solve the problems of the oceans and the ozone. So I want everybody to work on that. Plus, we have deserts and we have prairies that if we don't start planting trees, we're going to have more desert than we have anything else. So prairies are like the last stage before a desert moves in. So let's start planting trees in the Midwest and get some growth going on there before it turns to desert. Then another problem we have in this country are hurricanes and we have tornadoes. Again, my understanding is tornadoes often happen because there are no trees. So let's plant some trees in the tornado alley zone. Then people living in the tornado area, they should not be living in a flimsy home. We need to build better, stronger homes out of rock and cement, not out of paper products and styrofoam board and things like that. I mean, we can do that too, but I think we need to build structures that will last. So it's these are the things we need to focus on. I don't know if prefabricated houses are really the end all in some of these states where there's tornadoes. I think we need better, stronger structures. No citizen should have to worry that if a tornado comes, that their house is going to disappear. So this is something I'd like you to work on. Then we are terribly behind on railroads, on local railroads, so trams and whatnot, to coast to coast railroads. So it's time to build something that's just for fun, for recreation, but also can be used as a commuter one, not to be used as a freight railroad, so that the railroad lines are very smooth, where people can do work or homework or sleep, and they're not jostled awake every 2 minutes. So this is what we need to do. And if it means, if we do a super speed train, we can raise it up so that we don't have the risk of animals and people getting on the railroad tracks. And we can go really from one place to the other. So you go a little ways and then you stop, and you go a little ways and you stop, and it's smooth. That's what I would like to see AI work at. Then all dangerous jobs, like, well, I don't know, with all these brilliant people, we can't come up with a better way, a clean way to produce energy. Is that really what I'm understanding? I mean, I know we've got wind energy and solar energy. Do we need all this other? Do we really need coal? Is it really necessary? Do we really need gasoline? Is that really necessary? I mean, I think we should change all vehicles to hybrids, so that when you buy a gallon of gas, you get at least minimum 25 miles out of it rather than 10. There's got to be a way to do that. So find a solution on that too. But I think the biggest thing that I've noticed is corporations have gotten so big, getting back to the corporate greed and monopolies, they don't even care about people anymore. They see us as a guinea pig. Oh, let's try this on them. Let's try this on them. Let's try this on them. And I don't know about you. It's not where I want to go. I don't want to be a guinea pig. And I'm not ready. We're not ready to go to Mars. And so, going more electronic, going more fake news with AI generated images. No, I'm not going to help. I'm not going to be part of that. Certainly not right now, anyways. We have too many other issues to solve in the first place. So, we do have some issues, but we can come up with solutions. It's not too late. Yeah. I'm concerned, like when I recently tried to shut down my electricity and then restart it under my own name. And that took, I don't know how many hours and how many phone calls. But I think there's only one person working who is working for like 3 or 4 states, covering the phone calls coming in to do what I tried to do, shut down a service and restart one. So this is a problem. It shouldn't take that long. I should be able to talk to my electric company. I should be able to talk to the water company. I should be able to talk to the telephone, TV, internet. I should be able to talk to all my elected officials. And the fact that I'm not allowed to do any of these things, that I can't seem to be able to get a message to or back from these people, is unacceptable. Dealing with the phone companies too, it's also like that. So I don't know. We've gotten too big for our britches. And these corporations, some of them should not be corporations, they should be government facilities. Um, but they think that they don't have to provide customer service, and this is wrong. So, as far as this IA movement going on, I mean, I like progress too, but sometimes we have to pause and reverse even a little bit. And I think that's exactly where we are right now, because we've lost a lot of people moving forward. And I'm not sure that the forward that we're moving to is the right one either. And this is where we need to send off votes to the people of the United States of America and get their opinion on where they think our country and our people should be going. Now, I think we need to take care of our young and give them the tools they need to have a good life before we move too far forward. I think it should be a right that everybody has space to live, a good quality of life. It would be nice to have no homeless, but I know that sometimes people want to be homeless, so we also can't force them into homes. But I think it should be that they have a right to be in a home if they want and to have a home. Now, a home can be an apartment, it doesn't have to be a separate home. But yeah, so until we start taking care of our US people, we have no business spending tons of money on getting off the planet. And the other thing that I have to say we need to cut back on is medical insurance and medical procedures. I've never seen any people more sick than I have in the USA. And so, health, food wise, we have awful food being produced. And I've seen some farms, cattle farms out in the Midwest that are just horrible. It just breaks your heart the way the cows are being kept and treated. And yeah, this is not, I think, what a lot of people would think is okay. So when we talk about AI, we need to talk about improving the life of humans and animals and the planet. So focus your AI goals on that for the next 5 to 10 years. Let's do definitely 5 years, and then let's see where we are, and then we can rethink about leaving the planet, going off and doing other things. But we got to stop the fake everything. From medical to information to creating fake humans. It's enough. It's enough for now. Because, yeah, it's just, we are dangerously close to our own demise, I think. And it's time to return to nature. Return to taking walks and local schools and local grocery stores. Everybody needs to slow down a bit. And community buses are needed and other ways of getting around. I mean, I'm lucky here we do have that, but not everybody does. Okay, so this is where I am, but we need to get back to nature. Nature and nurture. All right, sorry, that was a little bit of ranting, but I think you could follow my my thoughts a little bit, I think. Thank you for stopping by. If you want to find out more about me and my lawsuit and other things that I'm doing, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, X. I mean, I'm on YouTube and LinkedIn. Yeah. And that's where I am. I've got my website, which has some information too. All right. I used to be, I mean, I have Instagram pages, but I'm not able to access them right now, so they're now a little behind by a week. But you can still get lots of information there too. Okay. So I wish you a nice day wherever you are. My website is susan4usa.com. That's Susan, the number 4, usa.com. Thanks for stopping by. The end.